Welcome to StorySpin, Am I the A-Hole edition. First up, she adopted a dog days after her ex vanished. Was it petty or healing? Let's spin it. Am I the a-hole for adopting a dog after I thought my boyfriend broke up with me? My boyfriend was going through a tough time, and he said he needed a break. He said he was going to press pause on our relationship and go visit his family in Washington. I asked him how you pause a relationship because, honestly, I don't understand how that works. He just said he needed some time to work on himself and asked me to respect that. After he left, I reached out to him a few times via text, asking him to let me know he arrived safe and to say hi to his mom for me. I got nothing. No replies. I tried calling, left a message, asking if he had broken up with me. Eventually, I came to the conclusion that he had ghosted me, and my friends agreed. I was really bummed, and my best friend suggested I pick up a new hobby or find a new show to get my mind off him. Instead, I decided to get a dog. Now, my boyfriend is horribly allergic to pet dander, so I'd never even considered getting a pet while we were together. But since he broke up with me, I figured, why not? I ended up adopting a senior dog from a shelter. He's super chill, low energy, and loves to nap with his head in my lap while I read or watch TV. 6 weeks go by, and then, out of nowhere, my boyfriend texts me. He says he's back, and he's coming over tomorrow, which was yesterday, so we can talk. I was shocked. I texted back like, "What are you talking about?" He replies that he's ready to unpause our relationship, that he'll explain everything tomorrow. I asked him what relationship he's referring to. No response. So yesterday he shows up. He says he's done a lot of self-examination and he's ready to move forward, like even talking about moving in together. Then, he sees my dog. He freaks out. He asks me how I could get a dog when I know how sick he gets. I told him, since you broke up with me, I didn't think it mattered. He goes, "I didn't break up with you." I said, "You ghosted me." He says, "I told you I was pressing pause and visiting family." I said, "Not answering texts for 6 weeks is ghosting." We just argued in circles after that. And then he said he had to leave because he was getting an allergic reaction. Mind you, he was just standing in the doorway. I feel like he broke up with me, and it was okay that I got a dog. He says he didn't break up with me, and that getting a dog was this horrible act of disregard. So, which one of us is right? My best friend says I should break up with him because he's a jerk, but I don't think I should have to break up with someone who already broke up with me. If I do break up with him now, it's like I'm admitting that he never ended things, and that I was the a-hole for getting the dog, right? Reddit said the dog adoption was fair game. Ex ghosted, she moved on. Next, chasing dreams in Alaska, but leaving love behind. Should I, a 24-year-old female, move to Alaska without my boyfriend, 26-year-old male, to get my life together? Hi everyone. I'm 24 and I live in South Carolina in my mom's house, rent-free. My boyfriend, who's 26, also lives with me. Right now he's unemployed. He lost his last job because he couldn't consistently wake up on time, and he has zero savings. I've been carrying a lot of the weight in our relationship, financially, emotionally, everything. Then my mom calls me. She lives in a super remote part of Alaska, Dillingham, and she offers us this amazing opportunity. Jobs up there pay really well, and the cost of living is balanced out by how isolated everything is. Basically, if I go work there for a few years, I could save up enough to come back to the lower 48 and buy land, or even a house in cash. She's totally supportive and says we can stay with her while we get set up. I was really excited, and I told my boyfriend about it. His response, "I don't know." And then he just kept playing his guitar. I told him I was seriously thinking about going. His only response was, "Okay, well, I'm probably not gonna go." Here's the thing. I'm really independent. I love to travel. I've been to almost every state. He's never left the Carolinas. He doesn't fly. He's never shown ambition when it comes to money or making plans for the future. We've been together for almost 2 years, and in that time, I've never seen him save money or take financial responsibility. So now I'm sitting here wondering, is life giving me an out? Should I go to Alaska, set myself up, and stop waiting around for someone who won't grow up or grow with me? Would really appreciate any advice or personal stories, especially if you've ever been in a similar spot. Thanks so much. Just to clarify, I have been to Alaska several times, in both summer and winter. I even spent an entire summer working in McCarthy and absolutely loved it. The only reason I moved back was because the job was seasonal, and I had a full-time teaching position lined up in South Carolina. So I'm not going into this blind. I know what to expect when it comes to cost of living, weather, and remote conditions. Viewers backed the move. Big life, small man. Up next, a leg hair debate that did not go the way he hoped. Am I the a-hole for not shaving my legs before a date and making him uncomfortable? Hi Reddit. I'm super new here, first post actually, so please go easy on me. I'm a 26-year-old female, and I recently went on a second date with a guy. I wore a mini dress, and I didn't shave my legs. They weren't super hairy, just a bit visible up close. I just didn't feel like it, and honestly, I don't always shave unless I want to. The date itself was nice. But later he texted me saying something like, "Next time maybe smooth legs," and I just felt kind of weird about that. My friend told me I should have shaved, because it's early dating and all, but I don't think I should have to change my body for someone I barely know. So now I'm wondering, am I the a-hole for not shaving and possibly making him uncomfortable? Reddit says it's her body, her stubble. Then, uninvited house guests push a fed-up sister to drop the hammer. Am I the a-hole for asking my sister to leave because she brought people into my house? I'm a 26-year-old male, and I live in a one-bedroom apartment. I work remotely, and I prefer to keep to myself. My younger sister, she's 22, graduated college a few months ago and moved in with me temporarily. She's been applying for jobs and trying to get on her feet since our parents moved south after we both left home. We've always gotten along pretty well. The only thing I made clear when she moved in was this: I'm not okay with people coming over. I don't host ever. I don't care if it makes me weird. I just don't feel safe around unfamiliar people in my space. I told her that early on, and she said she understood. Well, this weekend I came back from a walk, and there were 3 people I didn't know just sitting on the couch. One of them was drinking from my mug. They were laughing, watching a show, super casual, like this was their place. My sister just waved and said, "Hope you don't mind." I didn't say anything. I turned around and left. Ended up walking for 2 hours just to calm down. When I got back, they were gone. I told her, "I can't do this. I'm sorry, but I need you to start looking for another place to stay." She got really upset and said she didn't think it would be a big deal, that they were only there for an hour and they weren't loud or messy. I told her it's not about that. It's about how it made me feel in my own home. I don't think I should have to feel like a guest in my own space. Now she's staying with a friend for a few days, and my parents are pissed. They say I'm being extreme and ungrateful, and that I should be supporting her while she gets her life started. Apparently she called me embarrassing. But honestly, I don't know what else I could have done. It's not about punishing her. I just don't feel safe when stuff like this happens. So yeah, am I the a-hole? Kicking sis out? Reddit approved. Coming up, a divorce joke lands hard, but the comments say she nailed it. Am I the a-hole for poking fun at my cousin's divorce after she insulted my wedding? I'm a 29-year-old female, and I got married when I was 20. My husband and I were young, totally in love, and super broke. I never wanted a big wedding, so we kept it small. I'll admit, my cousin, who's 36, helped a ton with the decorations. I'm not really into all that stuff. I was fine with things looking plain. But she wanted to make the day feel special for me, and I appreciated it. I sang her praises the entire day. I paid her after the fact. I even gave a speech at the wedding about how grateful I was for her. It's worth noting, she had gotten married just a few months before me. Her wedding was this extremely lavish, expensive, Pinterest-perfect event. People still talk about it. But she got divorced about 4 years ago. Now, for reasons I still don't understand. Every time we're together, she mocks my wedding. She makes fun of how small it was, calls the venue corny, insults my bridesmaids, mocks my husband's family, says they were useless that day. I usually don't react. Honestly, I don't care about her opinion. But today we were at a big Father's Day gathering with the whole family. And from the second she saw me, she started ragging on my wedding again, this time to her new boyfriend. Something in my brain just flipped, and I said, well, at least I'm still married. Now everyone in my family is upset with me. They say I went below the belt with that comment, but not one person has ever checked her for insulting me again and again and again. So, am I the a-hole? Reddit backed her roast. Some divorces just beg for punchlines. That's today's lineup of regret, revenge, and red flags. Subscribe if your toxic trait is picking sides with no context. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you again soon.